Welcome back. So, it's not looking good for my boy Shannon.
They're gonna come for you. And I'm like, hey, come on, Cat.
I'm one of the richest men that ever lived, and I don't mean. Please don't look at my net worth. I saw my net worth. I had that on me. I don't need. I swear to God.
Amy Sharp, the one that did the Cat Williams interview, that Cat Williams told him, they're gonna come for you next.
It was Cat, because he told me. He said they're gonna come for you. And I'm like, Cat, come on, Cat. I just, you know.
Late last night, the Busby Law Firm filed a civil lawsuit on the behalf of a brave young woman who alleges she was brutally SA by former NFL player Shannon Sharp on multiple occasions. Amy Sharp.
It's not looking good. Welcome back. Shout out to the Wolves. Salute to my ninjas. Let's go. Yee! You guys, you don't find it really strange that this is happening? I think I see a pattern. What that pattern leads to, I don't know. But I don't like what I'm seeing. Seems a little, fugazi. Yee! Hate. They hate and they wait and they sit and they roll and they fold and they smoke and they can't let it go. That shit that I go through, you act like a you and Jack gonna show you the cats and the bats and the cats you don't like. Cats you might fight, you might get a light. Even a spark can't meet in the parks and do what it takes. Yee!
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
Well, you know, sorry to hear that, Uncle Shannon. You know, I believe Cat did. He said some things, and you know, it's kind of maybe I can find it. Maybe I'll find it.
I want to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your...
You know, this is all live for me, meaning my viewers. I'm pausing, typing shit in, and then saying, which video should I? And did I say that one? And then it's really crazy he mentions Jay-Z because that's the next clip where I was going next. I was gonna go to the Jay-Z just got accused by some woman that, you know, it seems like a lot of black guys getting accused of the same stupid, goofy shit. And I'm not saying these men are above it, because anybody could be a maniac. You know what I mean? Money doesn't make you sane. The Lord does. Now, it's really, that's the pattern I was gonna, when I said in the beginning, there's a pattern I'm noticing. Black men keep getting accused of touching, like, A minor.
Put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans.
Oh, so you black niggas finally woke up to they send bitches to you. You're finally waking up to realizing, even though I'm a star, even though millions of people love me, there's always gonna be somebody behind the scenes that hates my guts and wants to see me fail and will use the oldest tricks in the book. You know, funny story. In the ancient days, the children of the Lord couldn't be defeated by anyone. And a nation that hated them wanted to place a curse on them. So they went to a super wizard because they couldn't, go one-on-one with the great ones. So they said, we're going to put magical spells and then we'll go to war, And then the wizard or witch or whatever, she says, no curses on earth can work against them. You can't use no magic against them. They're undefeatable. And he said, no. See, you're you, and I'm me. And I know nothing is undefeatable. Everything has a weakness. And then she said, well, they live by a certain code and a certain way of life, and that's why, that's what their God think. That's why nothing can defeat them, because it's not them. It's the thing that's above them. And it won't let them lose. And then he said, wait up, what did you say? Repeat that? They have what? Oh, they got rules. What's the rules? Oh, you're not allowed to fuck certain bitches? Get the finest hoes we have. Get the finest. What the fuck happened to Samson? Oh, he couldn't keep his dick out of that nation that his people warned him, she's a fucking Jezebel and she's gonna destroy you. The Lord said, don't sleep with them. You're not allowed. Wherever he chose. Oh, maybe because he knows who doesn't like you. Maybe it's because he knows who doesn't like you, and that's why he doesn't want you to take chances sleeping with their fucking with them. Maybe. So if in the Bible, men were using women to destroy men, the greatest. See, they used these women because they knew women. Here, drink this. Here, eat this. Because you're not allowed to eat and drink certain things. But when you think it's your wife and she's sitting there feeding your dumbass swine, and you're breaking the law and you don't even know, and then you're wondering why you're getting sick, you're wondering why bad luck's happen, because the Lord's not with you now. And you don't even know it.
Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Alright, Uncle Shannon, that was a good one. I like that. You know what I mean? A lot of men, things happen, they don't say anything, or, sometimes you gotta jump in front of these things, and sometimes you can't, because not everybody has the right words, and unfortunately, we live in a world where we all can speak the same language and still not understand what somebody's saying.
Welcome and thank you for joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight. The mudslinging is heating up between Shannon Sharp and a woman who accuses him of sexual assault.
It's good, Isaiah.
Her attorney, Tony Busby, right here in Houston, has released new audio to TMZ in which Shannon Sharp allegedly tells a woman he will choke her. As we've reported, the $50 million lawsuit was filed Sunday. Busby says the audio paints a fair picture of the relationship shortly before the alleged assault. In this case, we must note it's not clear when it was recorded, so let's take a listen.
I'm not really interested And I'm getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what you did to me.
The accuser, who is an anonymous in the lawsuit, and everyone knows who it is now, was allegedly 19 years old at the time she met Sharp in 2023. Sharp is currently 56. The ongoing lawsuit caused people...
Shannon. Now, I'm a young old man, so, I'm just hitting, I just turned 40, so, I understand I'm old, and these young ones they're not the way they used to, back in our day. Well, back in your day, you're 10 years older than me, but it's the same thing, Or back in our day, it wasn't like this. But you got to realize, this ain't our day, and although they look better in certain ways, their minds. You give this girl $50,000 and she'll put you in the predicament you're in. Oh, you're learning, aren't you? See, Ben, this is what when women tell men, you think dropping down in age is a good thing? You think you're safe playing Mr. Gigolo? I finally made it. I'm 40 or I'm 50 and I'm retired, I'm rich, and I'm stunting. It's alpha male time, baby. This is what the women be warning y'all about. They be telling y'all, like, yo, we're women. If you think us older ones have been doing y'all dirty, then the younger generation, they're worse than us. So, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. This is why the women always keep telling older men, stop fucking with the young ones. This is why responsible older men that fuck with younger chicks, they always say 25 and up. Why? Because they're in their prime. A 19-year-old is broke and dusty. They still think $100 is a lot of money.
on social media to recall comedian Monique's past appearance on Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. She jokingly warned him about dating younger women.
Yeah, she did. She did warn you.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get your old...
See? She even went above the limit I said. The 25, 26. But why do people say this? Because that's when a woman's a woman. Scientifically. Skip the things, like, that are important. Like, is she emotionally 25? Does she do 25-year-old things, or is she still doing high school? See, those things that's really important. Just because you develop completely and you stop developing at 25, well, your brain never stops developing. And to be an adult means you have to do certain things. You live a certain way.
out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
So the question is, should Shannon have taken that advice from Monique?
Maybe he should have took advice from Kat.
Get with a white woman because I was scared. She might have me running down the street like Jonathan Bates. I have a reason to be scared. Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. And they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. I have a reason to be scared. Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. And they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
That tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And never have sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think I want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that.
You see Jonathan Major, what he went through. Marvel dropped him as soon as the conviction came out. And you were telling me.
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there by himself, he was getting all four. Guilty, 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 guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart. His heart.
What do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Major. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years. But man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed. He's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theory, but I thought Cat Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? Said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right?
Now, how do you think the Lord feels? You think the Lord doesn't feel like that? Like, I made you. Do you really? You this is where they get it from. This is you get it? You don't make something and not know it. You know? It's just the way it goes. Now, I don't know what happened. Like I said, I'm not here to vouch for anybody. I'm here to just watch the Shenanigans show. Like I said, in the beginning of this year, it's going to be a very, very interesting 2025. We've already watched the takedown of the 80s and 90s. I've watched the brutalization of the 70s and 60s and 50s and 40s and 30s. See, a lot of people pay attention to certain parts of things. And when it comes to being a star, an athlete, people only pay attention to when you're doing what you're doing. And the little, the media stuff. And then your downfall. If you rise back up or not, or when you're dead. And the in between, you don't know what the fuck these people are doing. So me, I don't let the characters that I see or these men or women portray and say, well, that's who they are. They gotta be a good person because they play good roles. They gotta be a good person because they play basketball, or they gotta be a good person because they were a cop. No, anybody in any position could be good or bad. It's a choice, I think this is why, being able to, do things, what you do, and all that shit matters. And unfortunately, we live in a world now where people want money. And I said it before. When A Minor, when that came out, And I said it on that video. I remember I said, yo, this year is gonna be, that's gonna be the theme. It's gonna be the new theme. And all the older dudes with money better stop fucking with these young chicks, or any chick that doesn't have don't mess with women that have lack mind states. You know? Doesn't matter what level you're on. You could be on the first level of regular broke people. You could be in the middle. You could be on top. No matter what those levels are, people always want more. You know? Or they want something for themselves, or whatever the motives are. And it's not looking good, fellas. It's not looking good. I'm glad that the Lord told me to, you know, pack it up, be more responsible, because not only is it good for your body, your mind, and your spirit, but you don't live in the world you used to live in. You're not in the 80s, you're not in the 90s, and just look what's going on. Sound the horns, look around and watch, and then make your moves, because a lot of things are happening. So, I suggest you fellas pack it up, be a little more safe, stop trying to, you know, how much pussy is enough? You know? If you're a man that's getting it, you know, it always ran through my mind, because I was never that type of person to have the onslaught, the entourage, you know? And I always thought to myself, when men get, I don't know if it's the Jezebel spirit or what, a whore spirit, or getting yourself used to this lifestyle and just whoring around. I never understood how men don't, like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? That's why I said in my one rap, I said, repo your rap book, not steeper than Jack Tuck. No, what did I say? I said, you dogs is something. I forgot. The point is, if you're already getting it, real men enjoy quality. You know? Quantity of women isn't where it's at. Why? Why do you think you keep going through them? Because you're looking for something. Obviously you haven't found it, or did you find it and fuck it up? You get it? Sexually, you can only do so many things. And it's like, well, what's wrong with niggas, bro? When we gonna learn that it doesn't matter if it's someone trying to take you down and send these people, or people just trying to make come-ups, or people just ain't got nothing else better to do. It seems like a lot of accountability is going to be needed in these next couple years, because I realized after these last couple adventures I've been through, we get to blame other people for, you know, setups and shit, but you can't always blame other people for you falling into it when you should know better, you know? You're a millionaire, fucking ex-football player guy. You should have a roster that you shouldn't have to be looking for fresh new. You should already have a lineup. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck is wrong with niggas? They're 19, like, I get it. She probably look good, whatever. You should have been thinking right away, like, yo, if I fuck with any young chick or any chick that's broke, I should be aware of this. That they're not like that. This is not back in the day. It's not the 90s where dudes, they just want to sleep with you. you know, they just want to have a baby with you and get some come up like that. No, we're on the years of women have been tainted, but they'll set you up themselves like this. Women are, you know what I mean? They've learned things. So beyond the factors of that, other people, like Shannon said, I forgot what the guy he named. I don't care. But it is sad to see that in 2025, dudes is still having to deal with these things. I guess it's something that men and women will always have to deal with because it's not like I don't believe everybody in the world has enemies or haters because they do shit to people. Some people just don't like you. Some people are mad they're not better than you. Some people are better than you or have more than you and still hate you. So I've seen all levels of it. I've seen people be hated on from all different levels of people where you're looking at it like, you really, how the fuck you don't like that? You, what? That ain't beneath you? It's crazy how hatred works. How the hater always believes they're in the right and should have this ultimate respect and authority in it, and then you place yourself all the way top on the mountain, right? And the person you're hating on is supposedly on the bottom of the mountain and they're nothing. Why are you looking down there? Like, aren't you at the top? If I'm on the top, whatever's beneath me is beneath me. I don't look down. I'm looking up into the heavens and the sky and enjoying the fresh air and fucking, why would I be looking down? Why would I want to go down there and argue with anything down there? Why would I want to hate on anything down there? It's beneath me. But is that person really beneath you? See, that's why I understand how the hate works. It's a lie. The person hating knows that person isn't beneath you. At the end of the day, we're all people. The things you have doesn't make you who you are. What you do makes you who you are. And every man doesn't do what every man does. Thus, jealousy and hate. Even though they probably could, do those things. Or maybe you can't, and it's because you're supposed to do something else. All love, all praise to the Most High.